What a great weekend. My name is Tommy Lynch. I'm the Director of Parks and Recreation for Metro Nashville. I want to welcome everybody here to the Crooked Branch Trailhead Greenway at Crooked Branch Park, part of the Cumberland River Greenway. It goes without saying, when you have a project like this that's opening, there's several people that you need to thank, recognize, and acknowledge for their participation and their hard work. Being with the Parks Department, I do need to recognize one of our members of the Park Board, Mr. Stan Fossick, who's here today representing the Park Board, and Stan is one of the best Park Board members that we could have. Thank you, Stan. Without saying, the Parks Department has worked so close with the Greenways for Nashville and the Greenways Commission, and I want to acknowledge Mark Deutschman, who's the president of Greenways for Nashville. I didn't see him when I walked up, but he is normally, he's very active and he's very integral in getting our Greenways program going. I also want to recognize the staff of the Greenways, Miss Shane Dennison, who's here today. And I need to acknowledge another employee, Mark Bradfield, who did a lot of work getting this Greenway going. Needless to say, we've had a remarkable leader over the last 7 years for the city of Nashville. Mayor Karl Dean has funded and led the way to the expansion of the Greenways program and the Parks Department. And he took over the reins of Nashville at a very critical time when we had economic collapse and natural disasters. And without saying, I think because of his leadership, the city of Nashville has risen. The city of Nashville has more national acclaim now than it ever has in the past. And Mayor, I want to thank you for everything you've done for us. Well, I was going to go on thanking him a little bit, but I also want, before I turn the reins over to him, I want to acknowledge and thank Phil Ponder, who's been a past Park Board Commission member, the entire community out here, and representative of the Friends of Crooked Branch. We hope everybody in the community works with the Friends group, and that the Friends group truly becomes a long-term Friends of the Parks Department. With that, with no further ado, our Mayor, Karl Dean.
Well, thank you, Tommy, and thank you for that very kind introduction. You know, one of the things we need to mention is I'm wearing the shirt, Vanderbilt. We have a national championship here in Nashville. You know, there's been a lot of, Tommy alluded to a lot of national attention. We've gotten lots of awards, the It City stuff, and all sorts of high rankings. But it's pretty cool to have Nashville, Vanderbilt, win a national championship. It's probably not something you all predicted happening anytime soon. They could do it again, the baseball team can, so it's a great thing for the city. And I'm excited to be here today with you all to celebrate this opening of this Greenway. I want to acknowledge Representative Darren Jernigan, who's a former member of the council, who's here with us. Darren, as a member of the council and as a member of the legislature, has never stopped talking to me about the needs of this community. He is somebody who is totally devoted to his portion of this county and to the entire county, but he does a great job as a representative leader. And Anna Shepard from the school board. Anna is, I believe, here with us. Anna, thank you for being with us. There are a variety of candidates for office here. I don't want to miss anybody, so I'm not going to recognize folks, but this is a great opportunity to meet your candidates, because as you walk for 3 miles, you can pepper them with any questions you like, and they can't get away. So take advantage of that. And so this is an event that adds to the quality of life in our city by providing residents resources for people to get away from the traffic, get away from congestion, to relax, and to be more active. The Crooked Branch Park and the new extension of the Cumberland River Greenway have special qualities that will add to our city's park system. First, it further advances the city's open space plan recommendations to create large natural area preserves in each bend of the Cumberland. This 82-acre tract, which includes a 22-acre wetland, is the so-called Hadley's Bend of the Cumberland River. This tract will soon connect a newly acquired 101 tract of farmland property known as the York Farm, which is adjacent to this property. The addition of this parkland to Hadley's Bend is another natural area preserve added to the many bends of the Cumberland. Conserving open space like this is an important way to provide recreational areas where people can exercise and preserve beautiful countryside for generations to come. It also offers opportunities for the Old Hickory and Lakewood communities to be close to where they live, to have active living close to where they live. There are many people who made Crooked Branch Park and the continuation of this Cumberland River Greenway possible. First, I'd like to recognize State Representative Darren Jernigan, who, as I said, promoted this project from the outset and has promoted this area of the county when he was a member of the Metro Council. He assisted with the transfer of the park's 22-acre designated wetland area from TDOT to Metro Parks. And thank you to the Greenways Commission and the Greenways Friends Group, Greenways for Nashville, which raised private funds to support the project. I also want to thank the Memorial Foundation for their generous donation, which provided a grant to help purchase the adjoining 101-acre property formerly known as the York Farm. The acquisition of this additional property will more than double the size of the Crooked Branch Park and provide protection of wooded habitat and more Cumberland River views along Hadley's Bend. Is Scott Perry with us today? Did Mr. Scott make it? I want to thank Scott Perry from the Memorial Foundation for his work on this. And lastly, I want to thank the leaders of the former city of Lakewood. We appreciate the foresight of the community and especially the former city manager, Bobby Franklin, who helped make it possible for Metro to create this park. And this community's enthusiasm continues with the creation of the new Friends of Crooked Branch, who have already adopted this new greenway. They will play an important role as this park develops over time and will help it be maintained and will show community support. So today we're going to cut the ribbon on this new greenway and then take a walk as part of the Walk 100 Mile campaign. And this is a challenge to all Nashvillians to walk 100 miles with me or without me over the course of the next couple months. You just go to walk100miles.com and you can register, and there's some great apps there. At the end of walking 100 miles, this is the great part of it. At the end of walking 100 miles in the hot July and August heat, do you know what you get? No, you already got that. You get a T-shirt. And it's really going to be a nice T-shirt. And so anyone who does it will get a free T-shirt, but you also get to know that you've exercised. And it's recommended that we get 150 minutes of moderate, intense physical activity each week, and brisk walking is part of it. And this is important. This is not about fashion. This is not about how we look in our clothes. This is not about how you look when your picture's taken. This is about health. We know that the South is the battleground on this national epidemic of obesity, that we rank at the bottom. We're a city with great parks, with great greenways, with fantastic universities, fantastic medical institutions. We're the healthcare capital of America, and we should be the city that leads the country's way toward a healthier lifestyle. And to get there, we have to make smart choices. And one of those choices is to get more exercise. And we're just talking about walking or doing something 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day. And eating better. I love to exercise. That's the easy part for me. The healthy eating part, that's a little more difficult. But you got to do them both. And it's going to be important for our city because, again, it's not about the way we look, because we know that obesity is directly linked to diabetes, directly linked to heart disease, and is linked to cancer. And we know that as a city, 37% of our kids are obese, and that we have to change that. If it was anything other than obesity, it would be treated like an epidemic. We'd be hearing about it on TV all the time. So that's why we're doing this, and that's why I'm so thankful that you're all here. I want to thank Blue Cross and Blue Shield, who have been great partners for our Walk 100 and all our healthy activities. They do a great job in this community. And I look forward to today's walk, and I hope you can join us for the rest. 100 miles in a couple months isn't that hard. You all can do it. So we're going to cut the ribbon. Tommy, you want to join me? Darren? Anybody from the council and the parks who are here with us? We go over and cut the ribbon. All right. 1, 2, 3.